Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I am your very sober, learn my lesson, co-host of
You're
the
sober,
podcast.
huh?
Yes, I am. I'm Kellie Raspberry Evans. My fellow sober co-host is my husband, Allen Evans.
Hello, I'm Allen. Hey, Train in the house. And you called me a fellow.
You're my fellow co-host.
Yes. You know, I studied a lot of poetry in college.
Oh, is that a fun? Well,
No, I
thought,
did. What? You're going to not let me issue my joke? I studied a lot of poetry in college. I did. I took poetry.
Is there more to it? I thought that was a
Yes.
statement. Oh, okay. How much poetry did you study?
I studied so much, I always asked people if they would help me with my Longfellow because I had a lot of problems with my Longfellow.
Is that the joke now? Okay, that was the joke, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm not a good wingman for my husband's joke, or a straight man, I guess. But, you know, I thought I was going to start back the podcast drinking wine, but I've decided not to do that
Why?
because it apparently affects my thinking. But apparently being sober does too.
Yeah, being sober does too because you called me what'd you call me? A fellow? And
I
you
said
called
you're my
me,
fellow podcaster.
Yeah, but you said you were the co-host or something. What did
We're
you
both
say?
the co-hosts.
Oh, okay. Are you okay?
I don't think so.
Oh, no. What's wrong?
I don't think I'm okay.
What's wrong?
Just everything. But
Like
that's
what?
all right.
Like what?
I don't feel like talking about everything.
Why?
Well,
you don't
we have
have
a
to-
lot going on.
We do. You don't have to give us specifics. Why don't
Yeah,
you just
I just not really
confide in your podcast family.
I
You don't have
really
to give
want
specifics.
because I feel like people think I'm complaining, and I'm really not complaining. But I'm just not really. I'm not doing very well right now.
I would say that talking about your feelings is not complaining. I feel like it's
Well,
a therapeutic.
A lot of times people don't want to hear about that.
Well, here's the thing. You're holding a microphone. I'm holding a microphone.
Yeah.
We can talk into these microphones and that will get recorded and they can listen. Or if they feel like it's complaining, they can turn it to something else.
That's true.
But you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. That's the
Yeah.
beauty of this podcast.
Yeah, but I don't know that I want to talk about all of it.
Okay, folks, I tried to get her.
complaining.
Hey, I tried to get her to do it, but she wouldn't do it.
Thanks.
I
Just
talk
a lot.
about, hey, I talk about stuff all the time.
Sometimes you go through ebbs and flows in life, and I think right now I am ebbing.
Does that mean the tide is out?
Yeah, the tide has receded. It's not flowing. My chi is not flowing. I
What-
think I'm combining a whole bunch of.
What's receded more, your ebb and flow or my hairline?
Your hairline hasn't receded that much,
I got
if
my-
at all. It's been the same since I've known you.
I got my ears lowered a couple days ago.
Yeah, got a good haircut. But I noticed this time, and I commented, what is it about when people get new haircuts, you don't say anything? My sister-in-law got like 6 inches cut off, and nobody said anything. And it's like, why didn't we say something? It's not like we didn't notice, but you just don't say something. Have you noticed that about people with haircuts?
Yeah.
And then the person that gets the haircut gets offended because nobody said anything. But then when other people get haircuts, they don't say anything either.
Well, because they want reassurance that the hairstyle that they selected
decent.
was a good cut. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do better about that in 2020. I'm gonna comment on people's haircuts.
And I don't want to feel like when I say, "Hey, babe, you didn't say anything about haircut." I want to make sure like I didn't feel like I wasted my money.
No,
Like I
you
got a
got a
good
good
like I got a
haircut.
good haircut
She
and
cut it really short in the back this time. I mean, you can see skin through it, but it grows so fast it doesn't matter. Alan has a standing haircut appointment every 3 weeks.
kind of like my man used to have one at the beard groomer, right?
Big Al.
Yeah, Big Al
I think he
used
used
to-
to go every Sunday.
Who, if you're not familiar, is co-host of the nationally syndicated Kidcratic Morning Show.
Yeah, I think he used to go every Sunday, but I don't think he does that anymore.
Are you yawning?
A little bit.
Should
I'm
we
telling
do this
you, I'm not-
podcast at another
No,
time
we
that's
don't
more
have time.
convenient for
No,
you?
this is the time. This is the right time. Don't make me feel bad about yawning. Please don't fuss at me. I cannot stand
Babe,
to
I'm
be
not
fussed
fussing.
by one more person.
I'm not fussing.
Every time somebody speaks to me lately, I feel like they're fussing at me for
Sometimes,
something.
folks, and I know you, well, anybody listening, not just you couples or married people out there, know that there are times when you can joke with your spouse. And I'm not just saying Kelly. And there are times when really you should just kind of just keep it on the straight and
But
narrow.
sometimes I
keep
think
it on
a
the
lot
straight
of-
and narrow.
I think a lot of times spouses are guilty of this. You say something to your other part, your spouse or whatever, and that person gets upset, and then the person who says it says, "I was only joking." And see, I'm like, that wasn't. Where was the joke part? You know.
I'm the least of your concerns right now.
Who's my concerns?
I don't know.
make me
Why don't
feel
you tell
bad.
us?
Alan, I just don't feel like.
Okay, all right.
You know, I just got a lot going on, and sometimes you just don't feel your best, and I'm not really feeling
I
my
understand.
best.
No, I understand.
And I just don't feel like I can't. There's certain things I can't talk about.
Okay.
And it's just,
That's okay. No, I understand. I mean, I've talked about things that bother me on the podcast too. And there are things that I've said, hey, I'm really struggling right now. I'm not having a good time, but I can't talk about it. So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I'm just having like a bad series of days.
I get it.
But I'm sure it'll get better. I think I need to get sleep. Probably a little more physical activity would help.
Yeah. No, everybody gets in those funks. And I mean, you've been going 100 miles an hour. Your sleep hasn't been real good. We just got past the holidays. That was a whirlwind. You're getting back into the swing of things. We went to market today, which is always pretty stressful.
It's very stressful.
Yeah.
You see the commercials about people who have stress sweat, and that stress sweat smells differently. I think I had that today. I was so stressed. I was like, do I smell funky? Is that me? Everybody kept assuring me it was not me. It was what people were eating around me. I was like, I think that's me. Because I was so stressed about.
What was making you stressed at the market?
About when you go to market. See, we started this online boutique called Kellie and Me, ekandme.com. And, we got to buy things to sell for it. And it's like there are 10 million options at the market. And we don't have the buying power to buy all 10 million things. So we have a spending limit, and we have to just try to decide what people are going to like and want to buy. And it's extremely stressful. You think it would be fun and easy just to go shopping, but it's really hard.
But I told Kelly,
it is hard. It got me really upset.
It is. From what I've observed, Kelly's in charge of the buying. She is our chief buying officer. But no, she's in charge of the buying and kind of the look and feel of the whole line. So that is a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
but
I'm afraid I'm not going to pick the right things.
But what I told her is, look, I mean, nobody's judging you or us on this thing. You buy what you like and what you think your fans and followers would like or customers would like, and that's all you can do. You just throw your best shot out there. That's all you can do.
It's a lot of pressure that I didn't anticipate. So there's that in addition to everything else. So nobody wants to hear that though. But we did go to market today, and I think I hope we bought some stuff people will like.
We did.
We'll find out.
No, I think I'm no expert by any means, but I like the stuff you got today. I really did.
Thanks.
I mean, there's some stuff I've looked at and I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. And some of that's still sitting in our garage, but this stuff I really like.
I'll tell you what happened last time we went is when people were talking me into things like, oh, I'm like, I don't know. And people would talk me into it. That's the stuff that doesn't really move like I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm trying to trust my gut, but the problem is I don't trust my gut.
You got to trust it.
You're supposed to trust your gut. And when you don't trust your gut, then what do you trust?
Well.
So it's just hard.
Then you got to rely on data. Is it data or data?
Yeah, data. And then my daughter, while I'm at market, my daughter calls me from the nurse's office. She's not feeling well, and she just got over flu and strep. And, it's just one thing after another. But her dad happened to be in the area, so he was able to swing by and get her and take her home.
Because we were at market.
She threw up. It's just like, okay, here we go with that.
Mm-hmm. That's no fun. Anytime your kid's sick, that's a beat down for everybody.
Yeah.
It's no fun. She's okay now, though, right?
She seems to be feeling better. I guess whatever it was kind of passed.
Mm-hmm.
But got some news about some grades that we have to address.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Co-parenting, her dad he's like, I need to talk to you. And we, I'm like, oh, Lord. When the other parent pulls you aside to have a conversation. And, it's just about getting her on the straight and narrow when it comes to her schoolwork and her activities.
These are not. This is life. This is
life.
Real world stuff. These are not unusual things.
Responsibility is not a lot of fun.
These things happen. I mean, the Emma, Kelly, and Me stuff that's part of our job.
Yeah,
and jobs are stressful. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's just I'm having just a little time.
But we'll get through it. You'll get through it.
We'll get through it. I'm looking forward to a couple of things coming up pretty soon. I'm doing a ladies' night out. I've always been, one of my dreams is to live in a cul-de-sac. And we live in a cul-de-sac with a group of neighbors who actually want to do stuff. And that's fun. So I think a few of us are going to try to get together. We're trying to do a couples night, but that just keeps falling apart for one reason or another. So I think we're going to do a ladies' night out. So I'm looking forward to that.
We were going to do a couples night, but I got to go to the Grammys. Hey, you want to do a little bit of that, and then we'll do some more of this.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, and another thing that was weighing on my mother was having chest pains, and we had, to go to the doctor, and they said, well, my mother's, she's, she had me young. I have a young mother. I've been very blessed, who hasn't had a lot of health complications, but she had, heart problems that had bothered her for a few days. So we went to Baylor, and I can't tell you how wonderful the staff was there for her heart catheterization. The nurses could not have been nicer. Before she went in for her heart cath, one of them actually joined us as we all held hands and prayed together over my mother. I'm going to tell you, the healthcare professionals, they are just angels sent from above. And let me just tell you, my mother, her heart cath cleared, no blockage. But, we just want to send a shout out to the nurses, to the doctors, to the people that are there for us in some pretty scary times. And I think these amazing people who dedicate their lives to caring and serving others, who will literally stop to pray with us before we face something really serious, well, they should wear some comfortable, good-looking scrubs. Don't you agree?
I do.
And Figs
I do agree.
is an amazing company that makes scrubs stylish, functional for those people who deserve it the most. Before Figs, actually put some time and thought and energy into it, doctors and medical staff and veterinarians and dental, all of them, they were forced to wear these ugly, ill-fitting, scratchy scrubs. Well, Figs, they made them not only good looking, they're actually got antimicrobial properties to control odors. They're ridiculously soft. They have moisture-wicking fabric, 4-way stretch. They're made with yoga waistbands. They've got a variety of styles. You can do the classic straight legs to joggers, the skinny styles. I'll tell you, Alan and I aren't medical professionals, but we love the joggers so much. We wear our Figs joggers non-stop. And if you know somebody in the medical profession and you want to gift them, you're like, but I don't know what size or style they like. Figs has gift cards so you can say thank you the next time a doctor, nurse, dentist, dermatologist, pediatrician saves the day with a Figs gift card. We love them, and we're not even doctors.
So whether you are one of the awesome humans that Kelly just talked about that works in healthcare, or somebody like us that just wants to say thanks to these deserving folks, Figs is going to make that easy by providing you with 15% off your first purchase by using our code SANDWICH. Get ready to love your scrubs. Head to wearfigs.com. That is wearfigs.com. Enter our code SANDWICH at checkout. We love Figs.
I would wear them every day. And it's funny when I do wear them out in public and people and the medical professionals are always like, are those Figs? Yes, they are. Love them.
All right, babe. We got people to do and things to see, so we need to move it along
Let's get
here.
going.
We need to move it along here. We're going to bounce around with lots of different topics here. Give us your now that you're a sports expert. I heard you on the radio the other day talking about the Ravens. I was like, how do you even know that there's a Baltimore Ravens football team?
Was I an expert? What was I saying? I don't even
You
remember.
said something about some game was really.
Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Were you impressed?
Did. I was very impressed.
Were you a little turned on?
Yeah, I was. I was like, wow, she was paying attention to the football.
Yeah, I don't pretend to know a lot about sports. And somebody said, like Jenna that I work with, she goes, and you hate football.
No,
I said, no, I don't
she
hate
doesn't.
football.
She
I
doesn't.
don't.
That's not true.
But when I'm not in a relationship, which I have been for the past 4 years with Alan, but when I was a single person, I didn't stop down to watch games on Sundays. I would go to movies and go shopping and do whatever I wanted to do, But if I'm with a man who likes football, I'll sit down and watch, and I am very engaged, right?
That's the 100% truth. Kelly probably on a regular game, like I'll watch any NFL game, but on a regular game, she gets more into it and more vocal than I do. I mean, she's like getting into it. Oh, did you see that? Babe, did you see that play? And I'm like, huh? And I'm like,
pay attention, go replay it.
Yeah. Now, I'm like that during the Cowboys. I really get into the Cowboys. But on a regular game, Kelly, and she likes college football too. And that's what I wanted to ask her about. Give us your sports analyses on the championship game, the NCAA championship football game, LSU and Clemson.
I know we have a lot of Louisiana listeners, and I'm very happy for you. But I'm from South Carolina, and I grew up a Clemson Tiger fan, and I was sad that Clemson didn't win. That's my opinion on that. I will say I thought the quarterback, and I'm going to get people mad at me, I thought he was very cocky, and I didn't like it. When that Louisiana quarterback was being all cocky. And I get it when your team is winning and you're feeling yourself, but I just didn't like it.
Wow. Send any letters to podcast@kellyandallen.com.
I like gracious winners and gracious players. I've
What
always
was he
admired.
doing that you thought was...
dusted himself. I didn't like it.
Did he really?
I didn't like it.
He dusted
I don't
himself
like
off.
cocky players when they're beating my team. I like when they're having a good time. I just don't like the cocky stuff.
Wow.
I'm not a fan of that.
So what is your...
I like gracious winners when they're kicking your butt.
You don't seem to have a problem with the feed the Zeke motion.
The feed the Z gets old.
Feed me, feed me, feed me.
It gets old.
What
I
about...
don't mind him doing it all the time sometimes, but it kind of gets old.
What about when Dez used to throw up the X? Didn't have a problem with that?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I don't know. I just don't like cocky.
What about when Tiger Woods used to fist pump after a long putt?
That's okay.
That was okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a gauge on what's cocky and what's not.
Cocky is what other people do when they are beating the team I'm rooting for.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. LSU held them by the nose and kicked them in the you-know-what.
Yeah.
LSU was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
They were the number 1 seeded team.
Yeah. I mean, they were cocky because I guess they could be. Yeah. Okay. Well, good, babe.
But that's my hot sports opinion on that.
That's a good opinion. No analyses on the cover 2, cover 3 defense, or
I don't understand
the
any
linebacker
of that.
play, or none of that.
I don't understand any of that.
Did you see
I don't understand plays.
Did you see any pancake blocks?
I don't know what that means. I just know when people take a hard hit.
A pancake block
And that
is,
one guy that like almost got whiplash. That looks awful,
yeah,
right? When he
yeah.
got hit when he was flying through the air.
a pancake block is what I do to you in the closet.
Oh,
Like when you're standing there,
you just tackle me.
buck naked, and then I run and
I'm often standing butt naked in the closet.
and then I tackle you, and then we just kind of flop to the ground.
Well, yeah,
That's a pancake
I
block.
don't resist you. That's what I've learned. If you resist a tackle, that's when you get hurt, ladies. If your man constantly tackles you and you're naked, just go with it.
Dude,
Because if you resist, that's when you get hurt, right?
I guess
It's the same principle with drunk drivers. You know how the people they hit, when like, they always get hurt. The drunk driver's so loose that he doesn't get hurt.
I've never heard that. Is that why?
A lot of drunk drivers don't get hurt. Have you ever heard that?
No,
where the
I
drunk
haven't.
driver just kind of walks away because they're so loose and stuff.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but I've never heard that.
Yep.
I learned something on the podcast. See,
Well, I mean, I don't know. That's what I've always heard.
resistance is futile.
Resistance is futile.
Was it futile?
Futile. I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't know how to pronounce words.
But that's my opinion on that. And I'm happy for Louisiana. I'm sad for Clemson.
Yeah. Well, I was pulling for your team.
Thank you, honey. Alan was pulling for the underdog. And typically, if I don't have a dog in the fight, I'll pull for the underdog,
Yeah.
no matter who it is.
All right, babe. Well, we got the NFL championship. We're talking a lot of sports. Got the NFL championship games this weekend.
Who's
so
playing?
We'll have to watch those. We got the Tennessee Titans playing my only team left, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, we're voting for Kansas City because of
Mahomes. And in the NFC, we have the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Between those two, I guess I'll go for 49ers. I don't really care.
Boy, it's hard for me to pull for either one of them.
Yeah, I don't really care that much about either one of those.
I'd be good with, I want Kansas City to win it all, but if Tennessee won it all too, I'd be good with that.
Why?
Because and I've just kind of noticed him this year, and he's been a good player for a while, that running back they have. Tennessee's running back from Alabama, and his name is slipping my mind.
That's okay. I'm sorry.
Somebody in the live studio audience could probably tell me his name. But that dude is a man among boys. That would be like me running away from you and you trying to tackle me. I look like him.
You running away from me and me trying to tackle you.
Yeah,
You
I look like him.
Who do I look
Boy,
like?
that was you.
Who do I look
me
like?
running away from you trying to tackle me, and I look like him. That's like a puzzle.
That was really hard for me to put the pieces together. I was just trying to figure out who I look like.
And it
in that
doesn't make any
equation.
sense because I said man among boys. It'd be like me running away from Dylan and Dylan trying to tackle me. That's what he makes the other players look like.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what he makes the other players look like.
Okay. Yeah. But they're still, are we talking about, okay, Tennessee Titans is men. Okay, I was
Oh,
talking
my
about college
goodness.
again.
Well, I gave you all that credit for knowing about football.
And I'm wrong? You're wrong.
this is bothering me so much.
Alan's got to stop down the podcast.
On a Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast, a Kid Nation podcast, I'm going to Google Tennessee Titans running back.
Why don't you just ask Siri?
Because Siri sucks. Running back. And his name is...
Hey, Siri.
Derrick Henry.
Okay,
Golly, why can I not remember Derrick Henry?
I've never heard of him.
Nobody in the live studio audience.
They haven't heard of him either.
Yeah. Well, our live studio audience, one of the members in our live studio audience said, and many of our listeners are probably thinking this right now. She said, when you guys start talking football, it's like, I'm Charlie Brown and I hear the teacher.
I know. I know. See, I just like to watch, but I can't talk. I can't talk about plays and players and stuff like that.
Okay, live studio audience, we'll move on to another topic. I just wanted to get 3 minutes of football talk in. No, let's do a little bit of that, and then we'll do some more of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because remember, we have.
I know. You know what? There was an interesting study done by the Mayo Clinic. If you allow yourself 30 minutes to goof off playing games on your computer or smartphone, researchers say you're going to cut your chances of experiencing foggy thinking and memory problems by 42%. They say that fun screen time actually encourages your body to release an energizing brain chemical that helps you focus. So when you need to give your brain a break from stressful things or you need to wind down, let me suggest you grab your smartphone and play Best Fiends.
Best Fiends?
Yes.
All right.
Mayo Clinic says it's good for you. Best Fiends is a casual game anybody can play, but it's really made for adults. You can spend as much or as little time as you'd like in the game. Mayo Clinic says 30 minutes goofing off is 42% improvement in foggy brain. So, hey, you got 30 minutes, you're sitting at a doctor's office. I'll tell you where Best Fiends saves me is on planes because you don't have to have the internet to play Best Fiends. So it's great for traveling. You can play it anywhere, even if you're down in a subway, in those tunnels, you're traveling. Perfect. Best Fiends, right now, I am, brace yourself, level 579.
Are you
yes,
serious?
I am. I am defeating slugs with my army of cute little bugs. And right now, I am collecting apples. And let me tell you, it takes some strategy, Alan. Sometimes I have to play that level a few times, but when I get it, I'm like, yes, got it, moving on. So now I'm at level 579, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get them slugs, babe.
Get them slugs,
you say,
babe.
When I wind down every night, what's the last thing you say to me before you say, love you, good night?
Get it, babe. Get them slugs.
That's right. Best Fiends.
Best Fiends. Well, do like Kelly. Be like Kelly. Engage your brain with fun puzzles and collect tons of cute characters. Trust us, with over 100 million downloads, this 5-star rated mobile puzzle game is a must-play. Download Best Fiends free on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's Friends without the R. Best Fiends.
Yeah.
Love Best Fiends.
Who knew it was so good for you?
Good grief.
Thank you, Mayo Clinic.
We love Best Fiends. All right, babe. Here's what we're going to do. Since am I Gilligan or no, I'm the skipper. You're Gilligan tonight.
Yeah, I'm the Gilligan. You said you were going to handle it. I'm looking to you.
Well, as you should on most podcasts.
Hey, you told me before we started. You told me.
I did. I said I had some stuff
you
to
got
go
it.
through. I had some stuff to go through. Or we both do. But tonight I had a little more than I usually do. Okay, so if you don't know this, hopefully you do, we have a Instagram. We're going to talk Instagram here for a little bit. We have an Instagram called @asandwichandsomelelovin, and we post stuff there. I post
You
stuff
do.
there.
That's your bit.
That's
yeah.
my bit. Every once in a while.
I can't remember post stuff on mine.
Yeah, good call. But so I posted, I was trying to be relevant and timely. And when you were watching The Bachelor, I posted a Bachelor meme. It was a moment that happened on the show, and apparently I can't remember her name. Do you know her name?
Is it Kayla or Krista? I don't remember. I couldn't watch.
Describe what was happening.
I couldn't watch The Bachelor in real time because of the Clemson game, the
Right.
Clemson Louisiana LSU game. So I watched it the next day, and it's so early in the game, I can't remember everybody's names, but this one girl, she looks just like Living with Landon, and you know how much I love Living with Landon. So I want this girl to be really nice because I love Living with Landon. She is sunshine, but this girl she's nutty. She's nutty. I don't like to call people names, but she's a little nutty. So anyway, she got a bottle of champagne like for her birthday, and she'd been saving it for a year. She wanted to save it for a special occasion. And so she brought it to the Bachelor set. Well, Peter the pilot has really taken a liking. Peter the pilot.
Yeah, Peter.
He's taken a liking to this girl, Hannah Ann. And so they're all, and the girl, is her name Krista or Kayla? I can't remember her name. But she looks like I said, living with Landon. So she goes and she gets a chiller, a wine chiller, and she sets it up by the fireplace in the blanket, and she goes to get Peter the pilot, and he's gone off with some other girl, and she starts crying. Oh, my special moment's passed. It's like, get yourself together, girl. You got to be aggressive and go get the guy. That's what they tell you to do. So then second time she goes to get her, he's with Hannah Ann. And they're having a great time and they're bonding. And as they're walking by, there's this champagne set up. And Peter is the one actually who said, hey, why don't we? And so they sat down and they started drinking this champagne. And the people heard it pop. Don't think for a minute this wasn't all set up by the producers. They knew exactly what they were doing. But this girl has a complete meltdown. She is sobbing, carrying on like a fool. And Peter goes to chase her to see what's wrong with her. And she's like, I don't want to talk to you. And then she comes out and she's fussing at Hannah Ann saying, you did this on purpose. And Hannah's like, no, I didn't. There's just a champagne sitting there. We're on The Bachelor. They set these situations all the time. And it turns out there was another thing of champagne. So it was a big confusing thing. Point of the matter is the girl looked like a fool. And Peter's trying to make her feel better. So they go get this other bottle of champagne. He says, okay, let's you and I drink this together.
Okay. That's quite a lead-in for my Instagram post.
Well, that has to tell you what's happening with this, who she is.
Yeah. So there's a picture on a Sandwich and Celeb on Instagram. Go check it out. And I posted of this woman that Kelly described, and it's a freeze frame. And she has this thing in her hand.
Champagne bottle.
Yeah. And all this white.
Foam.
Yeah, kind of white liquid on her face.
It's foam from the champagne.
Right. So I posted in the caption, I said, I am VHO, which a lot of people didn't know what that meant. That means in my very humble opinion or honest opinion. I like to say humble. I said, in my very humble opinion.
Maybe if you left out the V, maybe they would have gotten it.
I capitalized the V. In my very humble opinion, it was very uncool of Peter not to say, look out, or at least warn her of the built-up pressure. So I got to thinking about this. I posted that. And
anybody have anything to say in the comments? Besides, what does IMVHO mean?
Well, as you know, your husband likes to make jokes that are double entendres.
Yeah.
So the first person who commented says, lewd. The second one says, watch out. There's another that says, very suggestive. There's another that says, oh, I see what you did there. And then a eggplant with water spurting.
Alan.
Yeah. So then I got to thinking,
you were asking for that. You asked for that.
So here's the deal. I got to thinking, these people, they get it. They get me. I was thinking, what are the top 10 things that Peter should have said before Peter spewed on what's-her-face?
He didn't do that. She drank out of it and it splashed up in her face.
If you're... Listener, I will submit to you, if you are a gentleman, you should always give fair warning. And here are the top 10 things that he could have said. Number one.
I won't spoil your premise.
Number one. There she blows. Number two. Oh, God. Hide your eyes.
Alan.
Number three. Take cover. Number four. Fire in the hole. Number five.
Alan.
Peekaboo. Number six.
Peekaboo.
It's a gusher.
Alan.
Number seven. Look out. It's under high pressure.
Oh, that's just pretty blatant, right?
The champagne bottle is what I'm
That's
talking
what you
about.
said. You said that in the caption.
Number 8. Safety goggles might help. Number 9. I'm just fighting through it. Number 9. You should probably get a chamois.
Oh.
And number 10. of the top 10 things that Peter should have said to this young
Peter the
woman
pilot.
before he spewed this all over her
Champagne foam.
is over the teeth and past the gums. Look out, stomach. Here it comes.
Yeah, that's a good one, honey. Crack yourself up with that one. That's my husband. I found him on Bumble. He's so proud of himself right now, y'all.
It is
falling out
so
laughing.
Awful that Peter would do that to her.
Babe, you didn't see it. You don't know. She did it.
Babe, any man that has any respect should never do that.
Okay. All right.
That shows a low level of respect.
Well, he doesn't respect her then. He should send her home. But no, she gets to stay because she's a villain.
Was she mad?
Oh, she was horrible.
Yeah.
Everything went wrong. She cried 3 times that night because everything kept going wrong. And then she went and called Hannah and all these awful names. And then Hannah went and said to Peter, "Oh, she's bullying me." And the girl came back and said, "Well, she's not who you think she is. Everybody's talking about the house." I'm like, nobody's talking about her in the house. And now Peter doesn't know who to believe. It's a big mess. Big mess, Alan.
Did she get it in her hair?
Everywhere.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it went straight up her nose. She took a swig and went.
I bet
right
that
in her
really
face.
ticked her off that it got in her hair.
Probably so. Probably
Wow.
so.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's out there on Instagram. I have another Instagram thing to do. Should we do that and then this, or do Instagram?
Do your other Instagram thing.
The other Instagram thing I have is, well, even before that, just real quick. So we've talked about it a few times on the podcast. I was in this movie. Do you want to tell everybody about it? I've been talking a lot. Tell everybody about the movie. I was in a movie.
A couple years ago. Were
Like
we married at that point?
We were in the old house and we were married about a year and a half ago.
And a friend that used to work with, well, he's still a friend, but he used to work with us on the Kid Craddock Morning Show. He reached out and said, "I'm working on this really low budget independent film. Would Allen be interested in doing it? Would JC on the Kid Craddock Morning Show be interested to do it?" And Allen and I talked about it. I said, "Hey, you know what? Don't know anything about it, but it would be really great. Maybe some really good content for the podcast." So Allen said yes. JC said yes, but JC ended up having to back out. But it's called the University of Las Colinas, and the trailer is out for it now, and we've got it posted on our Facebook, and I think Allen has it on his Instagram too. But the whole premise of the movie is there is an online school that a lot of derelicts and ne'er-do-wells attend.
Ne'er-do-wells, yeah. In fact, that word is used in the movie.
Yes.
Ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah.
And they go to this online school because, it's like court ordered or whatever to keep them on, they have to satisfy rules of probation or something. Well, the school is in danger of closing down. And so somebody has the brilliant idea, well, let's start a football team for an online school. And that's how they're going to save the school. And Allen is one of the ne'er-do-wells.
I'm a ne'er-do-well.
Who is a student at the online school who is then, I guess, recruited to play football.
Yes. Yeah. So I have a...
and I don't know how it ends. Allen won't tell me.
I have a part in this movie, and I had a lot of speaking lines, but
you
it was
ended up having a lot of... You had a big part.
So it's an indie film. I wasn't paid to do it. This was a total fun project to work on, but it's a real movie. The director, Larry Stanley, has finished editing, and we're having a premiere of the movie in February.
February 1st, I believe.
February the 1st.
It's a Saturday.
So the cool thing about this premiere is that we can invite people to the premiere. We have about 20 tickets to give away to the premiere, and we're going to be giving them away free. So we're trying to think, what's the best way to give 20 tickets away to the movie premiere? Hopefully we have 20 people that are even interested.
Well, have you even asked your family if they want to go?
I haven't, but I don't know that I want them to see. I know my sister won't.
Yeah, she won't even listen to
I
the
don't know that I want my mother there.
That's the thing. It's like...
My character is not a good guy.
I don't know that if I was in a movie, I wouldn't want my family to go either. I'd be so embarrassed.
Oh, I'm going to be...
Or self-conscious is maybe the better word.
I'm going to be embarrassed.
Is it more embarrassed or self-conscious, though?
Both.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. It's February the 1st. The screening is at a place called Texican Court, and it's at Las Colinas, Texas. So, if we give you a ticket, We can give you one if you win our little contest if you're in Rhode Island, but you got to get here.
We can't afford that.
We're only giving away tickets. But there'll be a brunch from 1 to 2 on February the 1st, and then the movie is from 2 to 3:30, and then there's an after party. So we have about 100 seats available, but Kelly and I have
20 tickets.
20 tickets to give away.
Out of that, yeah. Wow, they gave us a lot of tickets.
I know. So here's how we're going to...
Out of only 100?
Yeah. No, 170.
Okay.
Yeah. So here is how we're going to give these away. On that Instagram that I just told you about, at A Sandwich and Some Lovin', there's only 2 things you got to do. Number 1, you got to follow A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. Number 2 is you will see a post of my favorite movie bad guy. I play a bad guy in this movie, but I'm going to post a picture of my favorite movie bad guy. What I want you to do, like that post, and then in the comments, I want you to comment on who your favorite movie bad guy is.
That's it.
That's all you got to do. Then Kelly and I'll go out there and we'll see which ones we like at random. And we'll pick 20.
Are we going to just slip into the DMs?
And then we'll have to slip into the DMs, and collect contact information or figure out a way to get tickets to these individuals.
Okay.
I think that's how we're going to do it.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
And like Alan said, we only have a very, limited amount to give away. So we'll give away pairs of tickets. So A Sandwich and Some Lovin' is the Instagram account. Just find the picture Alan's going to post by the end of this podcast that we're recording. So by the time you hear it, it's up. And when are we going to, like the picture and then just comment, who's your favorite movie villain?
Yeah,
that's
all you
it.
gotta do.
But when are we going to, what's the deadline?
Do it quick. I don't really, the thing's February 1st, so we got to have a couple of days to get them the tickets and all that. So
let's see. At the time you're posting the 15th.
I mean, give them a week.
That's a long time, honey.
Don't even need to give them a week.
No, because
probably 3
that'll
days.
get so buried.
Yeah, probably 3 days, 2 or 3 days.
Let's say. Let me look at my calendar. We should have thought of this part.
On a sandwich and some lovin'.
We should have thought of this part before. We fly by the seat of our pants.
A Kid Nation podcast.
Okay, why don't we say? Okay, so Monday, Martin Luther King. Why don't we say by Tuesday the 21st? Is that weird?
Okay, that's like 5 days, but that's why I said a week. But that's fine.
Okay, Sunday the 19th. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
I'd get out there as soon as you can and do it because there are going to be a lot of them out there. But I'd say in 2 or 3 days.
In 2 or 3 days, we'll put the end date on the. Here's the thing. Go ahead and do it now, and Alan will put the by.
There
midnight.
you go. We just talked through our marketing promotion on the podcast.
By midnight, what?
Why are you so official? Do we need legal language too?
Well, you need to have a deadline because if they listen to this in March, the contest is over.
Stop talking. I don't know. We'll come up with the date.
Okay, it'll be on the Instagram.
It'll be on the Instagram
Just
post.
go look.
Yeah, just go look.
Look for a movie bad guy.
It'll be very obvious that there's a post with a movie bad guy.
Okay.
And he'll be my favorite movie bad guy. If you listen to the podcast, you ought to know who this is. Do you know who this is? You don't know who this is. All right.
A movie bad guy?
A movie bad guy. Okay.
I would guess it's from Batman.
No, it's not actually.
Then it's from Star Wars.
You're warmer.
It's not from Star Wars?
Well.
It's in the Star Wars family.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm not going to give it away because I want him to go see.
Oh, okay. But you know who it is.
Well, apparently I didn't at first.
Well, I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Thank you, honey.
Okay, do a little bit of that, and then we'll do some more of this.
When I do want to just, shut out the world and just want to forget everything, I want to go crawl into my comfy bed. It's my own little comfy nest, and you spend, if you're lucky, a third of your life between the sheets. So you want them to be insanely comfortable. And that's why Alan and I just treated ourselves to a brand new set of Brooklinen sheets.
Brooklinen?
Yes, we get the Luxe Sateen, and I got the most beautiful graphite color. It's like this deep charcoal. I was a little iffy about it, but there's a hint of charcoal in our bedspread, and I thought it would really pick up on that. And Alan and I are both like, I don't know, but we put them on the bed. I feel like we are sleeping in the most luxurious.
Oh, I love those. Yeah.
And visually, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Brooklinen are 5-star hotel quality sheets without that huge markup. It's the first DTC bedding company, meaning they work directly with the manufacturers, directly with the customers. There's no middlemen. You just have a great product and service without the huge markup. And now Brooklinen has moved beyond these quality, fabulous sheets, and they are offering essentials for your bathroom like towels and shower curtains and bath mats. They've even launched Brooklinen's own ultra soft loungewear. So imagine you're in your loungewear, you're climbing into your Brooklinen sheets. I mean, that's it. That is ecstasy right there. We love Brooklinen, and they are the home of the internet's favorite sheets. Over 50,000 plus 5-star reviews and counting, including Allen's and mine. We love them.
You like softness?
I do.
What about comfort? You love comfort. Essentials to help you relax?
I do.
Brooklinen has it all. Brooklinen.com is the perfect place to hit refresh in the new year. Go on, make yourself comfortable. Brooklinen is so confident in their product that all their sheets, comforters, loungewear, and towels come with a lifetime warranty. So get 10% off your first order and free shipping on all the new sheet when you use promo code Kellie, Kellie, only at brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com. Brooklinen, everything you need to live your most comfortable life.
That Luxatine life. Yeah, it was a typo.
It was a typo?
Yeah.
I thought they were doing a bit.
No.
Huh. Okay. Well,
But you read it verbatim, babe.
I did the Ron Burgundy
Just
special
like you
right
were
there.
Told.
Hey, it's on there. I'm going to do it like
I
that.
do. It does make a difference. It makes you even look forward more to going to bed when you got a nice comfy bed, doesn't it?
Oh, I like that. We're still doing the spot. I like that dark vibe. It's very cozy.
I know. I wasn't really sure about it. I took a fashion risk, a bedding fashion risk.
Okay.
Now, you know, Allen is a bit of a celebrity now in his own right. And now he's a bona fide movie star. Independent film or not, you are a movie star, honey. And you know what you have in common with a lot of other celebrities?
What's that?
The Cameo app.
Oh,
Have you been doing the Cameo lately?
You know, I haven't done one in a long time.
Well, you know,
but I
you
haven't posted
haven't
about
promoted
it.
it.
Yeah.
And if you don't promote it, people forget you do it.
I do have a Cameo.
But the Cameo app is a pretty simple idea. They let people, just, you know, regular common folk like myself, pay celebrities to record these personal video messages. And you can, you know, you can get them to say pretty much whatever you want. You can get them to wish somebody a happy birthday, congratulations on a job promotion. Hey, somebody could hire, I don't know, does Howie D have, for the Backstreet Boys, have a Cameo? You could hire Howie D to send me a message and say, hey, Kellie, I heard you've been in a bit of a funk lately and you're not feeling well. You know what? You are my fire, my one desire. Believe when I say that I want it that way. You know how much I would appreciate a Cameo from Howie D? Or somebody could hire my husband to send me a Cameo.
Yeah, here's the deal with Cameo, though. I've done these before, and it's easy. You just go to the Cameo app or go to, I think they have a website, too. You search for me, and then I'll send your friend or whoever a video greeting. But I donate any proceeds that are paid to this. I donate them to Operation Once in a Lifetime. So, yeah, I'm not getting any... You know, it's a paid thing, but I donate to our charity.
Well, some people are actually pretty expensive. And some people are...
I'm not expensive.
You're not.
No.
It depends, like, you know, on your...
I'm very cheap.
A lot of, like, social media stars. Those are big on there. I know Brett Favre is on there.
Brett?
$400. You can get him to wish somebody, if they're a huge, you know,
$400
right?
for Brett Favre, huh?
I think he got tricked into doing some sort of, he didn't realize what he was doing. He was just, you know, following the Cameo app, but I think it ended up being something kind of embarrassing.
Oh, really?
Chris Harrison, the host of The Bachelor, otherwise I call him the liar because he's always lying. He has to keep secrets. I get it. He's $500.
You know what, though?
So if you have somebody in your life who is a rabid Chris Harrison fan, and let's just say it's a girl's 40th birthday and she's being all depressed about it or something, you can pay $500. He will record a personalized happy birthday message for her. I mean, that's a big deal.
Best job in television.
Right. Well, no, Vanna White does.
I don't think
Vanna
so, babe.
White works about 2 days a month. They record a month's worth of shows, and she just walks back and
Yeah,
forth
but
in
she's
front of
standing on that
and
wheels off
gets
set.
paid millions.
Chris Harrison's around all these beautiful people in these exotic resorts,
Yeah, but he's
standing
gotta
there
travel.
saying, as you were. What's he say before?
Or, ladies,
Yeah.
it's time for your last rose.
It's time for your last, whatever he says.
Ladies,
make your choice
yeah,
or
make-
whatever. Yeah.
All right. Snoop Dogg, you can get him for $750.
Oofa. Tell him how much I am.
$750.
Tell him how much
Let
I
me
am.
get to it. Pee Wee Herman
Oh, God.
is on there. Paul Rubin, $250.
Wait.
Same price for Stormy Daniels.
Pee Wee Herman, lewd.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stormy Daniels,
Lewd.
$250. Dog the Bounty Hunter, they say, is $450. I wonder if these prices have been updated lately.
That seems a little
This is
high for Dog the Bounty
This is
Hunter.
from a couple days ago. And if you have $1,000 right now, you can get Tiffany Haddish.
Who's that?
Tiffany Haddish?
Yeah.
The comedian that's she's in Working Like a Boss, that movie right now.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with
She
her
was in
or
that
her
Kevin
work.
Hart movie with Night School. Tiffany Haddish.
Well, she doesn't know me
She's a
either.
comedian.
Comedian.
Yeah, she's a female comedian. She was in
How much? 1,000?
1,000. She's the hottest. Yeah, she's really hot right now.
You gotta have a stack for her, huh?
Yeah, but she's a big deal.
Tell him how much one W. Allen Evans
Are you
is.
30?
No, I'm not that. No.
How much are you?
Keep going down.
20?
No.
15?
15.
You're $15?
15 bucks. I'll do those videos all day, every day for Operation Once in a Lifetime at 15 bucks a pop.
All right, so there you have it. So
Who's going to pay
Cameo.
1,000?
Somebody who's obsessed. I know some people, like one of Ellen's producers was on there, and he was asking like $5,000, but his thing was it's all going to go to this big charity thing. So I get that, but not who's going to pay $5,000 unless you just really want to support Ellen's charity.
$5,000 for Ellen? Is that how much you said?
It was for one of her producers.
Oh, one of her producers.
I haven't looked lately, but it's really kind of interesting to see. There's a lot of reality stars, social media stars on there. I'm not on there. Somebody actually reached out to me about doing it, but I didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I did is because Cameo reached out to me and they said, "Here's your suggested number," and it was 15 bucks. And I thought, well, I'm not gonna. Well, yeah, I said, well, I'm not gonna make a whole lot of income doing this, but I will donate it to charity if people want me to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was why.
I mean, that's noble of you, and I hope some people will reach out now.
I hope
15 bucks.
Well, yeah, here we are promoting
That's
it.
worth that. Well, I thought we'd throw a little bone because you're about to be a movie star. Your price might go up, so you might want to get in early while he's still only $15.
Why you mentioned?
I thought you were 30 for some reason.
No, I'd get even less than I have now. While you mentioned that, it's funny you mentioned that. Somebody, I did not, and I'm not dropping a dime. Your husband's on IMDb.
Really?
Yeah.
For the University of Las Colinas?
Yes. It's probably Larry. He went out there and put all the characters, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But somebody sent me that, and I'm like, I have no idea how
Did they use a good shot of you, or is it just
No, my
like one of
picture's
those?
not even there. It's
just like that blank screen with the outline?
It says Alan Evans is an actor in the movie University of Las Colinas. That's all it says.
You're going to add a headshot?
Doesn't even said podcaster, nothing. Oh.
Is it like Wikipedia where you can add to it and take away?
I think so. I don't know. I've never used it. Somebody sent me the link.
Well, babe, you're bona fide.
No.
You never know where this might lead.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're in this little movie, and it's not going to be an Oscar-winning movie.
No.
And in fact, it's I just know that what I saw of you did very well.
Thank you, babe.
That's all I have to say about that.
2 podcasts in a row. You bragged on me. It's very nice. Anything else you wanted to do on that?
Let's space it out a little bit. Okay. Don't you have letters you wanted to read?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
What are you talking about? I don't
Nothing.
understand what you're doing. Are you producing on the fly?
You were. I was just trying to steer you back to that direction.
This is what I was going to.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted me to do this.
No.
Okay.
I said, is there anything else you would like to do?
Oh, I thought you were talking about
And
this.
then you said.
I thought you were talking about this.
Yeah. And then you said something about spacing things out.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about that.
Okay. Yeah, I was a little confused. Sorry, listener. Kelly was.
I'm not having a good day.
She was letting the skipper know what Gilligan thought he should do next. So you want to do some letters?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's from Julie. She's a Tigers fan. She says, hello, Kellie and Allen.
Well, which Tigers?
Go, Geaux.
Okay,
You tell me. Hello, Kellie and Allen. I love y'all's podcast. Y'all have both mentioned several true crime podcasts that y'all have enjoyed. I was hoping that y'all could put a list on your website or write one out and show it on your YouTube video so I can take a picture. I know it's a lot to ask, but I listen to y'all along with the nationally syndicated Kid Craddock Morning Show on my commute. When I run out of the house to listen, I listen to true crime. I play on the Ion channel. You know what that is?
Mm-hmm. Ion channel is on cable.
Okay. And listen to those. And listen to my favorite TV show, Chicago PD. So I need some variety. On January 13th, y'all talked about a true crime podcast about a Titan football player, and I missed the name. The name of that one, Julie, was Fall of a Titan. And it's about the murder of Steve McNair. Yep.
That's that one.
That's that.
My first one that I loved, I love Dirty John, Dirty John was good to listen to. I did not watch the Bravo TV show because I knew they even went so far as to change the name of the daughter because she didn't want her name out there. I don't know why. She had her name on the podcast. But I enjoyed listening to that podcast very much. And then S-Town. I loved S-Town, and I was so sad when S-Town was over. Cold is another good one. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I'll have to go through them and look. Over My Dead Body was pretty good. And I listen to Dateline podcasts because they're really quick. Some of them are less than, like an hour. Some of them are like hour and 15 minutes because it's just literally the broadcast they put on the podcast. So you don't have to like drag it out over 12 episodes. It's like one neat little tied together in the bow podcast. I like that a lot too.
All right. Let's see here. How about we do this one? Yeah, this one's from Bonnie. She says, hello, Allen and Kellie. I'm a newer listener. Welcome, Bonnie. And I'm loving the dynamic between you two.
Thank you.
Okay. The most entertaining podcast that I listen to, Bonnie, the 20 spot is in the mail.
That's very nice of you, Bonnie.
I'm so glad that Kellie was on the Second Shot podcast with Jenny. Help me pronounce her last name.
Anchondo.
I know Jenny Anchondo. I did not know how to pronounce her last name. I wanted to address a couple of topics in recent podcasts. First, the young woman who wants to know how to bring up the subject of marriage with her boyfriend of 3 years. This was a letter we just recently did. The type of personality of the guy plays a big part into how you bring it up.
Yep.
My daughter's boyfriend is brilliant, but a little emotionally dense. That's a name you don't want to be called. She has laid out her expectations to him for her timeline. She sends him pictures of engagement rings that she likes. She's leaving timing up to him, but reiterates her timeline on a regular basis. What do you think about all this?
I did the same thing. I told you I need to be engaged in time to plan a wedding, and I need to be married in July. That's what I said.
Other guys need a conversation to make sure that your wants are on the radar. As Kellie mentioned, a gentle conversation discussing thoughts on marriage is important. As for the issue that Kellie has in the car when a window is opened.
Yes, Alan likes to crack his window, but then mine is shut, and it creates this pressure in my head that is painful, and it annoys Alan that I am in pain.
No, it doesn't annoy me that you're in pain. I don't take pleasure in that. I thought I was the only person that experienced this.
Thank you so much for having my back, Bonnie.
If a window is open, Bonnie also needs a NASA spacesuit. If a window
this is the attitude I get.
If a window,
and everybody, you hear my pain.
Or a body condom. If a woman is open, other windows need to be cracked to equalize the pressure, or I go crazy. Crazy.
It's pressure, Alan. It hurts.
Like Heath Ledger in Batman as the Joker.
Look at you overreacting.
The pain and noise reverb is awful.
I think some people are just more sensitive to that, and and Bonnie and I are those people.
Y'all are spirit animals. Most of the folks that I ride with are aware of this and take care of cracking the windows themselves. Alan, it would be nice. It would be really nice. A really nice thing for you to do in the future if you open your window. Crack those back windows first before you drop your window down.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Thank you, Bonnie.
You both are rock stars, and I am grateful that you share your lives with all of us. Thank you, Bonnie. Very nice.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Very nice. Here's a real short one. This one's from Craig, my man. He says, "Hey gang, love the podcast. On the last episode, Kelly mentioned looking for a multi-part true crime podcast. Check this one out. Bardstown.
Bardstown.
It's about unsolved murders in the bourbon capital of the world. Yeah, Bardstown Road is in Louisville.
B-A-R-D?
Yeah, Bardstown.
Bards. Like a bard. Isn't a bard like a poet or something?
Like a Longfellow? I don't know.
Isn't a bard like that? A Bardstown. Okay, I'm going to write that
You're the
down.
English literature person. I don't know.
Bard. I think that's right. Bardstown.
Yeah, I remember Bardstown Road in Louisville. If you're from Louisville, you say Louisville. You don't say Louisville. You say Louisville.
All right, I'm excited about that. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Craig, my man. Here's another short one from Kara. Hi. If you haven't listened to The Officer's Wife, it's a good one. Kara.
Thank you. I love The Officer's Wife. Okay. I'm guessing it's about crime?
I don't know. Yeah, probably, because that's what we asked for.
Yeah.
Do we have...
If you listen to enough of these, you start wondering, when is it my turn to be murdered? Because I swear, a Dateline especially, it's like nobody sees it coming, and then suddenly somebody's dead, and you think it's going to be this one person, and sometimes usually you can tell right away it's that person. But then it's like just some random, hey, it's your turn to get murdered. You know what I mean? And you can take all the precautions in the world, but you can sometimes still get murdered.
Yeah. Agreed.
Maybe I'm listening to too many true crime podcasts.
Not that I've ever been murdered.
It's going to make me all paranoid. But I will tell you what, it does tell you, because a lot of times it teaches you to trust your gut. You can avoid a lot of, here I wasn't trusting my gut at market earlier today, but when it comes to people that give you weird feelings, and if it doesn't feel right, the situation feels wrong, get out. You know, that's been something else I've learned from my true crime podcasts. Mm-hmm. Have you found another one that you like since your Titan guy's over?
I haven't, babe. So these are some good suggestions. I'm
excited about that.
I might check some of those out.
Okay, and I'll tell you what, over the holidays, I got a lot of people slipping into my DMs asking me about Rothy's. They said, I think my husband's going to get me some shoes. I just want to make sure, because, this is going to be my gift. Because a lot of people have one special gift they get. Kelly, do you really love your Rothy's? Yes, I love the Rothy's. They have quickly grown to be the most loved, gotta have it brand of shoes. No surprise, they've got over 1,000 nearly perfect reviews because they are stylish, they are comfortable, they are washable, they are sustainable, all in one pair of shoes. Perfect flats for life on the go. Flats do not have to be boring. These are flats with personality. They go with everything from yoga pants to dresses and skirts. I was at the pediatrician's office. My pediatrician was wearing her cute little Rothy's, same ones I had, which I thought was really fun. But they come in so many different colors, prints, patterns. They're available in a wide range of styles like sneakers, loafers, points. My little point, when somebody says, what's the first pair you recommend? I said, go with the point toe flat. I think it's classic. It reminds me of Audrey Hepburn vibe. I love the red camo print, which is what my pediatrician also had, because it's like elevated camo, just a little bit of personality. But they have new colors they're debuting all the time. They, in fact, debut them every few weeks, so you need to keep checking back because they sell out constantly. And Rothy's are seamlessly knit using thread made from plastic water bottles. So there's zero break-in period. They're comfortable from the first time you put them on. It's going to blow your mind that they're made from repurposed plastic water bottles. In fact, they've already diverted over 35 million water bottles from landfills already. And like I said, another major bonus, fully machine washable. So if you spill something, step in something, just throw them in the washing machine. Good as new. It's like getting a fresh pair of shoes with every laundry cycle. And check out all the amazing styles available right now at rothys.com/sandwich. Go to rothys.com. That's ROTHYS.com/sandwich to get your new favorite flats, comfort, style, and sustainability. These are the shoes you've been waiting for. Head to rothys.com/sandwich today. Get those Rothys, girl. All right. For kids too. Babe, what, we have one more letter. It's kind of a love letter. Do you want to do that and then bring it home for Jerome? Yeah, that's fine. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure you're comfortable. I'm very comfortable. I have got good inner ear pressure at this moment. Do you feel like I'm laughing at your expense and your distress and pain? In the car?
Does that sound like something?
No, you're not laughing.
Does
You're
that sound
annoyed.
like something? Does that sound like something I would do?
Just as you reacted to Bonnie, get a pressure suit. Get what did you say?
Body condom.
Get a body condom. That's the attitude I get.
That was.
He's like, you're so delicate. Everything has to be. He says you always have to be comfortable. I'm like, who doesn't want to be comfortable?
Now see,
you're telling me I was going to be comfortable like it's an insult.
If people believed you at face value, they would think
you always say that
you are married to the biggest Rick with a P in the world. When
you
in
always say, you
fact,
always have to be comfortable.
what in fact I'm doing is trying to add comedic value to any situation.
My life?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. Make people laugh. Okay, this last one's from, I can't say the name, so we're not going to read the name. This one says, "Hi, Kellie and Allen. My husband listens to y'all religiously, and I know he would listen to you with the below. Lately, my husband has been cussing consistently at me and our 2 kids. He drops F-bombs at least 20 to 30 times a day.
Oh, that's not good.
He's pretty OCD, so when he gets really mad, he will call the kids and I cuss words.
Oh, no.
After his anger passes, he claims he didn't mean it or it was a joke and shrugs it off. I've asked him repeatedly to stop. And at times, I drop down to his level, regretfully, and then I cuss too.
Yeah.
It's pretty toxic, and I find myself pretty angry lately. I was wondering what your thoughts are, and what would you do if you were in my place? Please keep this anonymous. Thank you so much."
Unacceptable. Yeah, this has gotten out of control. The thing that's what always gets me is when somebody comes back and says, "I didn't mean it." Yeah, you did mean it. You meant it the minute it came out of your mouth. You meant it in that moment. You may regret it, but you meant it. So that's not an excuse. That's taken off the table. I think the only thing you can do, don't stoop to his level. You immediately remove yourself and your children from that situation. He starts dropping the F-bombs. You're like, "Hey, kids, let's go get in the car. We're going to go get some ice cream. Hey, kids, go get in the car. We got to go. Just get out of there. Don't subject yourself to it." And hopefully it diffuses the situation. Just don't allow yourself to be subject. Don't allow somebody to speak to you that way. You just don't allow it. And if they can't control themselves and their temper, you got to remove yourself from that room and get them out. I'm not just out of the room. You get out of the house. You get them out of there until everybody calms back down. And maybe that will help. What do you think?
Well, when I read this letter, it really made me sad.
It's sad. It's awful.
It did. And I think I wrote back to the writer and I said, I really feel bad about reading this, but we'll address it as best we can on the podcast. I said, in my opinion, adults, they cuss at each other. Some adults cuss at each other. Some adults say bad words to each other. And that's, that's never cool, especially in anger.
Yeah.
But man, when you're starting to, you do that at children,
that's so
you
bad.
gotta remove yourself from that situation. Or, I think husband, maybe the both of you need to see a therapist or some counseling.
Anger management.
Yeah, because, and I think I wrote back to her that, I think what I've read, what I understand is one of the scariest things for a child is an adult that's very angry and very loud and yelling. That's one of the scariest things for a child. Now you add words that this child never hears and doesn't understand.
Well, I think that the child also realizes now that adult that's yelling at me is losing control, and then there's fear.
Yeah, and then that's a word that's really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
And when I hear that means someone's really, really, really angry. Yeah. I just think that it's an awful, sad situation.
Sorry.
Where I think you both need to find somebody to help you. And if it's happening, you got to get the kids out of there. You got to get them out of the room.
Kids.
You got to pull them out of the room. You got to just. They can't be hearing that stuff.
Mm-mm.
I get really self-conscious when I hear people, like if we're somewhere and I hear someone cuss, I cuss, I cuss, but I never cuss around the children. And no. But when I'm out somewhere and I hear somebody curse and the kids are in earshot, it drives me nuts. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you like that knucklehead at Disney World? The guy in line, the guy that was drinking too much.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
Well, he was drunk.
Yeah, right. But it's
so tough.
That's
honey.
That's a sad situation.
I'm sorry, and I hope it gets better. And I hope I mean, maybe if he sees that, oh, my family is leaving me every time I run my mouth, or not, that you just don't tolerate that. You just don't tolerate it. You keep calm. You don't get hysterical. That's going to be hard too. Just go get in the car, kids. We're going to go get some ice cream. Go get in the car, kids. We're going to grandma's house.
And he's got to understand that those experiences, those words, those are seared in those children's brains for the rest of their life. Whether they think about it consciously or not, subconsciously, they've been through that experience. And that will have an effect on a lot of people long term. So it's not good. This is not a good thing.
And it's escalated. I'm sure it started with one or two, and now it's really escalated. So when is it going to peak, right? And where is it going to peak? I don't like this. It's very, very sad. I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah.
I hope we've helped.
We're sorry about that, and we're not. I don't want to leave on a down note because it's been such.
That was pretty down.
It's been such a fun podcast, but yeah, this was the last. You want to do something from here, and then we'll call it a day.
Well, I don't know. I will tell you, I appreciate y'all. Sometimes, I'm more on my game than others, and I don't feel like I was on my game tonight, and I really do apologize for that.
You're okay, babe. You're on your game.
I just told
You're
Alan
always
today,
on your game.
I'm not on my game tonight.
Oh.
I try to be professional, and I think I usually am. But sometimes I'm just not as good. But, you have somebody else you rely on. If I'm not on my A game on the Kid Craddock Morning Show, I've got 3 or 4 other people in the room that can lift and, pull the heavy load. And here it's just the 2 of us. So I have to rely on Alan a lot.
If I gave you $1 for every time I wasn't on my game on this podcast, you could pay for a Tiffany Haddish cameo.
You don't even... You know who Tiffany Haddish is. The minute I show you her picture, you know who she is.
Okay.
So anyway, there's that. But let's talk about real quick, if you want to end on a more positive note or something that I am interested in, not necessarily positive, the royal family, the latest news on that.
Give it to us. You're my source.
All right. So the Queen is kind of like said, okay.
Liz.
I'd like to keep the Meghan and Harry here. That's fine, but I give them my blessing. They're going to go to Canada. There's some reasons they're going to move there is because the Queen is apparently she's got some sort of reign, some sort of function in ink. I don't have the story in front of me right now, but Harry and Meghan are still under the protection of like the Canadian Mounted Police and all that stuff. So they're still afforded that. But there's also tax benefits for them not moving to the United States. So there's that too. Okay. So that's the 2 things we learned this week. They're going to be living in Canada probably most of the time because Meghan's like, I don't want to go back to England. They are awful to her there. The press is, we all think you signed up for it. You knew what you're getting. That is not fair because a lot of people, you look at some celebrities who are some of the most miserable people in the world. You signed up for it. You don't know what you're getting in until you're living in it. So I feel for her. And I know she's going to make mistakes and she's going to have moments. She's like, well, I lost my temper and I probably did something I shouldn't have done. I yelled at somebody I shouldn't have. But, that happens to all of us, the best of us. Anyway. You remember, in addition to all this Megxit, as they're calling it, everybody's blaming her for Harry's decision.
Harold.
She and Harry still have this lawsuit against the British tabloids. Remember that?
Vaguely.
They said they've had it, that, you see us smiling in public. You don't know how hard it's been behind the scenes. And we're filing lawsuit because they are blatantly lying. They're twisting things. That letter that Meghan wrote to her father before she got married was published. Parts of it edited out, they say, to make Meghan look bad. Well, the lawsuit's moving forward. Guess who is preparing to testify against his daughter?
Who?
Thomas Markle. Thomas Markle is going to testify.
The old man?
Yes. This family is nuts, right? You got the half-sister who showed up. She's got a lot of health problems. I think she has MS, but she showed up in a wheelchair at the gates of Buckingham Palace and put a note in the gate for Meghan. I mean, this is publicity-starved people.
Unbelievable.
But the father is apparently preparing himself. He's turned over all these text messages, private text messages now between him and Meghan when everybody's tensions are high. And like you say things you don't mean. You meant them at the time, but you're also very angry. You're upset. You've got a lot of pressure and stress. He is preparing to testify on behalf of the defense.
Wow.
That's something.
That's sorry.
So when you think you're having problems with your kids or your parents, you ain't got nothing like Meghan Markle's got going on with hers.
Jeez.
Isn't that something?
Unreal.
So that's the royal family.
That's good
update.
scoop, babe.
Thanks for letting me do that.
Yeah, that's good scoop. I always love royals talk. Liz
and Bachelor talk.
Liz and Harold and Bill and
hey, you're going to start watching The Bachelor with me, and I'm going to get back on the bandwagon
Chuck
and start live tweeting it again. I couldn't do it this past Monday night because of the Clemson-Carolina game, but you're not even going to be with me Monday night. You're going out of town, right? Or are you leaving Tuesday or Monday?
I'm leaving Tuesday.
Okay, so you can watch The Bachelor with me Monday night.
Yeah, I can. Ooh, yeah, I
Well,
can.
it gives us lots to talk about. It gives us lots to talk about on the podcast. I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned, dating and otherwise, on The Bachelor and Bachelorette franchise. Very exciting stuff.
There is. And always remember, Peter could have done things a lot different.
He could have. Thanks for sharing all those innuendos, baby. We appreciate
Not
you.
innuendos.
We appreciate you.
It's what he should have done. It's what any good man would do.
All right.
Is show some decorum and respect.
That's true. Thank you, honey.
Why are you dismissing me?
I'm not. I'm thanking you. I'm thanking you.
Okay. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately. But I'm sure we'll podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.